washing, first of all, the supplements. Yesterday I did an unboxing video showing the supplement delivery, a box of supplements. I unboxed it live. And what I'm gonna do today is one of my routines. After I receive something in the mail, things that can be washed, I like to wash it, because I have allergies. So sometimes there can be some allergen inside the box or something like this. So as a standard operating procedure routine, when I get supplements, I like to rinse off the bottles, and after that I'm gonna take the Grand Post Wakeup dose of supplements. So it's what, 13/20, Friday 23 May. So this is gonna be a little work. Sometimes I take the supplements into the bathtub and then use the shower hose to rinse it off. It's not the standard operating procedures, not the hard way. Like at least once, let's say the guy packing the supplements in the warehouse, they order from washed his hands on his bathroom break with perfumed soap, and then he's like packed in my box. It can be like it still smells perfume, and I have allergies to that, and if I touch it, I might start itching or something like this. So that's one of the standard operating procedures. Especially as told in the video, because it's one of the things. It's one of the things I would do no matter what, even if I watch my TV. But especially for the video, you have to be careful with orders and things you buy, because the program can and has before contaminated stuff. So there's a lot of top videos I reported that they had things arrive in the mail and it's been tampered with. Happened once I ordered roller tape from Amazon. I make my own hand-rolled cigarettes, and opening like a Ziploc bag with a 5-pack of raw rolling papers, it was smelling perfume in there, and I was reacting to the load. So it's one of these things that are good to do if you're talking video. Washing, especially important for talking video. Like I said, I do that even if I wasn't a TI. But especially being a TI is important, in case of contaminate something. Happened once I used to order supplements from bulk powders, since I'm not rich, and I spend around $300 to $300 a month for supplements, which is a big chunk of my monthly income. Now I have to do research and find where I can get them the cheapest and things like this. So if not, it might have been $500-600 if I bought all the same supplements and didn't buy them with the cheapest. So I used to order from bulk powders, and online website you can buy protein powders, amino acids, like a bodybuilding website, kind of like creatine, glutamine, all kinds of stuff, supplements. Anyway, here's the point of the story. It happened, this is a few years back, that I ordered from bulk powders. I bought like either 1 or 2 kilo bags of vitamin C powder, I think it was 1. And then when I went downtown, got the box and came home and opened it, there was like powder all over the bottom, meaning vitamin C powder. And as I investigated, looked at the bag, it was breached, there was a hole in it. Which means at that point, obviously I'm not scooping it up and using it, okay? So I had to get rid of it, and I took a photo of the insides of the box and sent it to customer support. Like, I just opened this box, looks like this. And it's like, yeah, that's weird. I said, we'll give you a refund on it. Now after that, so they did give me a refund. After that, it's like, learning lesson, I'm not ordering from this store anymore. And if it was tempered by the program, it's not that it has to be the program, the company I ordered from. It could be, especially when it's such a long in transit, when it's like a week or so in the mail. If it comes from another country, the UK or Germany or something like this, it can be it changes many hands. So as a general rule of thumb, if you're told in the video, it's good to order things that have a short transit, like a short delivery time. And it's less hands and less time where the program can get to your package and contaminate it if they want to. So I'm going to start by hand washing all these supplements with soap, natural apple soap, then water. Put them in this drying rack. Later on, just take my Grand Post with a bit of supplements. Part of my coaching, when I make videos teach how fitness principles, teach people how to do the health fitness, is recommending natural apple soap. Because what most people use in Sweden and America, hygiene and cleaning products with toxic chemicals. And one of the ways that can affect you for a man if you have long-term exposure to toxic chemicals and cleaning products the perfume ones, fragrance ones especially, it can chip away the testosterone levels, it can hurt the hormone levels. So that's one of many things that people turn for. Recommended to people want to be going to the healthy man or women. Toxins and toxins, like how all these toxins are recommended, but it's by lowering testosterone levels. So it's still toxic for women too. So natural episode. I recommend that natural episode. And natural is used sometimes in marketing such as a scam. But natural episode is what I type into Amazon to find this type of soap. So the point is called natural now. The point is it's not perfume, it's not fragrance, it doesn't have propellants, it doesn't have styling in it. It doesn't have all of these ingredients that the common man's hand washing soap liquids be in Sweden, or shampoos and all this other stuff. It doesn't have any of those. It's like 2 ingredients, all, I think olive oil, laurel oil, something like this, 2 or 3 oils, natural oils, and then salt, a form of sodium. So it has like 3 ingredients rather than like 16, 20 or something like this. So it's natural soap. It's soap that gets the job done without releasing chemical fumes into it. Another thing is if you wash your hands with the average man's soap, not only are you inhaling as you're standing with a sink of warm water fumes as you wash your hands, okay, chemical fumes, you also transdermally absorb them, at least some of them. Transdermal absorption is if I put something on my skin, it can go from my skin into my bloodstream. That's called transdermal absorption. That's how nicotine patches work. Like they have these, for smokers who go on a flight or something like this, or people trying to start smoking, they have like nicotine patches, like a band-aid you put on your skin, and it releases nicotine, and when you soak it up to your skin, it goes into your bloodstream. It's like if people, they are smokers and you can put on that. Oh, okay, so yeah, that's transdermal absorption. Okay. It's not like you have to drink or eat something to get into your body necessarily. So natural apple soap is recommendable for people, anybody who wants to be strong, fit, and healthy. Sometimes when I talk about this, I pull up an article on my laptop and show a men's health article that I use as kind of a teaching aid, okay? Okay, this soap is good, but most people use it bad. And then it's like I didn't pull this out of hat. Like even this website, that you can look at it, and they got Ed Steinman, PhD, who runs a research lab somewhere, says that these chemicals in soap and hygiene products can be bad for you. Okay, so anyway, this is N-acetylcysteine, NAC, in soap. This is niacin, which they vitamin B3. Another type of niacin that I take, vitamin B3, so it's not that B3 is B3. If you want to buy vitamin B3 niacin, you search it, you're going to have it 3, 4 different forms. Like nicotinic, hexaconazole, peanut butter, you're going to have niacinamide and that. So the 2 forms of niacin that I take is niacinamide, niacin in Swedish, and nicotinic acid, niacin, flush type niacin. And basically the flush type niacin gives you niacin flush. And the niacinamide you can call it flush free. So the flush niacin, it gives you a flush. What's a flush? It gives you a heat sensation. You take your nuts over it. It gives you a heat sensation. So it feels like if you have a sauna, open the door, put your head in the sauna. Or you go out in the sunny day, you feel like a heat wave hit you. So you have that sensation like heat warm. And a standard flush, you start feeling the warmth from the niacin flush in your face, and it kind of creeps down, and a lot of times they'll be leaving it down to your shoulders, okay, upper body. I've got a super flush before where I felt it go all the way down to my ankles, okay, taking a huge amount. I'm not recommending that, okay, you gotta be careful. You could tell people stuff you don't tell people to do things. I'm telling you what I've done. So, a niacin flush. I like to get a niacin flush. What I experienced that niacin flush does to me, well, it has a calming effect, relaxation effect. If I get a niacin flush, I feel a lot calmer. Once the flush hits me, once the music hits me, once the flush hits me, I feel a lot calmer than I was when I got the flush. So a few times it happened if I feel really stressed or anxious or something like this. Take a niacin flush and say, wow, okay, I'm more calm with the niacin flush. That's a niacin flush. Another effect of the niacin flush is it has detox use, which means that's another topic I'm teaching you to detoxification, general detoxification principles, and then also heavy metal chelation. I'll be teaching that too. Now, a niacin flush simple. Some people like Joe Rogan, for example, health fitness people interested. They're already like gluten free. They're already doing saunas and talk about how that helps to detox your body. Okay, you're sweating out toxins. Now, something you can do is if you already have an activity that breaks the sweat, perspiration is detoxification. So if you break the sweat, your body is pushing out toxins while it's in your sweat droplets. You're pushing out toxins. Iron is one of these things a lot of people have too much of. And sweating is one of the best ways to release iron out of the body. So a niacin flush detox, basically already if you're doing a hot bath, get in a sauna, somebody doing something to detox and break and keep sweating. Break the sweat, keep sweating once a week, for example. They get in a sauna and sit sweating in there, or they get a hot bath sweating in there, or even like exercising, breaking a sweat and keep sweating. It's like the point is you're sweating, okay, and you're detoxing by sweating. Something that you can do to detox more from your sweating is to time it to get a niacin flush while sweating. And that's one of the things I got weed to start doing my love the weed as I started teaching health fitness and healing her bodies and health points and allergies and stuff. And one of the things I got to start doing is to get a niacin flush while she's doing something to sweat. Because all the exercising will go impact body now and then. So okay, now and then get a niacin flush. Before you start exercise, taking out niacin, get a niacin flush. Exercise is normally break the sweat and detoxing. So, niacin flush can be used for detoxification. Let's say you detox 1 point of a toxin, just for the sake of argument. You're sweating for 30 minutes. You're detoxing 1 point of a toxin. And you get a niacin flush, maybe you get 3 points of detoxification per hour. Same amount of sweating if you have a niacin flush while sweating. So, niacin flush, nicotinic acid niacin flush, it has a vasodilation effect and increases perspiration, thereby increasing, circulation. Yeah, it improves circulation. So if you get a niacin flush, your blood vessels open up, which makes it easy for your blood to flow around. So you have better circulation when you're having it. That's why. So with a niacin flush, there's a flush heat sensation, and I also notice a post-niacin flush cold sensation. So you get a niacin flush, makes me warm. Once the flush is over, I feel colder, like you can have shivers after the flush is over. Now the question is how much of that is the contrast and how much of that is an actual effect, like keeping the body temperature. Like they both do difference. Now, okay, yeah. Now I'm not really crying about the stuff and balls getting the store because I'm gonna wash them anyway. Yeah, so anyway. I'm not joking when I say I'm in the elite of health fitness influencers on YouTube. Not in terms of numbers, obviously. And if I do wax conspiratorial, I would say that the best are not always the biggest ones. There's a reason why Mike Israetel or Dr. Ed Berg is more popular on YouTube than Tom Levy. And if I would like pick the health czar of America was Trump, I pick Tom Levy or Andrew Shaw, who was still alive, over when Eric Byrne or one of these big health fitness influencers. And a lot of the health fitness influencers are kind of niched into bodybuilding, like building massive muscle growth, okay? A lot of them are like, get that physique, and then that gets people to take them seriously. Be like, this guy's got an awesome physique. So a young guy is like, either fat or strong and wants to get in shape. It's like, wow, this guy looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime. And that's part of like his credibility, like the visual appearance. But they don't have the same substance they teach. On the top of that too, it's not that the ideal physique is to look like Mike Israetel or Rich Pion and all these people. Because it's non-conducive to good longevity. You live a shorter life. Big is big. So if you're obese, heavy, fat heavy, that's not conducive to good longevity, meaning a long life. And in the same way, even if you're like ripped but huge, like a bodybuilder, that's not the physique you want if you're looking to live a long life either. So, and also a lot of the bodybuilders, they have to get like a caloric overload, rich products, like so they eat like ice cream and milkshake and candy bars. So just to have that mass, they're putting a lot of carbohydrates and calories into the body, and a lot of them use non-healthy sources of as they have to put like sugar and candy and stuff in themselves, which gives you inflammation, which is also not which is bad for you. So I'm not joking. It's like I'm in the elite of competence when it comes to health fitness on YouTube. It's like you're better off listening to me than Mike Israel if you want to learn how to be healthy. Or definitely. So has he been talking about megadose of vitamin C, for example? No, it's not these things. It's like he hasn't been talking about megadose of vitamin C to my knowledge. And a lot of them too are like shields, the health fitness influencers, where they will poo-poo supplements. I used to make videos on Frank Tufano, like back in the day, years back, and be like, this guy sucks, because it's like part of the problem with like shielding for, you don't need that much of vitamins and go to natural sources to get whatever amount you might need, okay? It's like here's 10 milligrams king crab or something. Buy king crab has 10 milligrams of zinc in it. Now, to his credit, once he stopped doing that, I stopped repeating it. But when he was making videos back then, and he was kind of like anti-supplements, I was like, yeah, this guy's full of crap. So now eventually, research, experience, whatever, he came around, and now he's more like, yeah, supplements. He even has some supplements that he sells. Okay, Frankie supplements, whatever they're called. So, if there's no problem, I think it's a problem. I haven't been looking a lot. He does mostly blog content these days. He update on his eye surgery, and it's like his YouTube channel looks like the show. It's like some update. It's like the DMV cop thread to arrest me. It's like the contractors that were gonna change the plumbing in my warehouse. It's like they showed up late and they spilled a bucket of water or something like this. Okay. So it's like something going wrong. Okay. That's just a big part of what's going on. It's like something is going wrong. And it's like okay. Yeah, anyway, so I don't need people to agree with you. You're gonna know the truth sooner or later, okay? And unfortunately, it's like you could have gotten a lot of truth sooner. For example, I've been for years ranting about megadose of vitamin C on YouTube. People have been laughing at me. And then some of them like maybe or haven't found me and heard about this. And it's not until like 2 months ago, Susan Humphries, who's a vitamin C megadose proponent, gets on the Rogan's podcast, that some people might find this about megadose of vitamin C and be like, wow, I wish I learned this sooner. Yeah, you could have if you would have found my channel 6 years ago. See? So there's a matrix system agenda to keep people weak, because weak people are easy to deceive and control. And part of that, in my view, is that there's a effort by people to be like, you don't need to supplement, okay? And it's like, if somebody's like, yeah, maybe take a supplement, it's got to be low amounts a lot of times. And a lot of people are part of the agenda to be like, yeah, the best way to get to supplement, you can get enough from a very diet alone. And that's the best way. It's like, beware of synthetic vitamins. It's like, no, vitamin C, ascorbic acid part is synthetic. Okay, it's extracted from corn, I think. And it's very effective. So I take 2 types of vitamin C. I make my own vitamin C water, and I take liposomal vitamin C. And liposomal vitamin C is the same, it's similar rather, to an IV in effect. Okay, meaning they have clinics, like the Reading clinic, where they can give you an IVC, okay? And I know somewhere in Stockholm, some beauty clinic offers a IV drip or vitamins, and it's going to be expensive and things like this, and the whole trip to another city and yada yada. So it's like, I don't do that. That is the point. You can have a similar effect to an IVC from taking liposomal vitamin C. It's absorbed differently than so-called regular vitamin C water, and it quickly goes from the stomach to your bloodstream. So it's similar effect in IV. Now it's going to be differences in there. So this is that, by the way, the Altrin C. Live on Labs. Liposomal vitamin C. This is a new unopened one. I take one of these a day, and at times I'm taking more than one a day if I feel like like I have a bad night of sleep. Anything in my body is stressed, a stress on my system. Bad sleep, little stress. I have like some injury or something like this. I take extra vitamin C, liposomal. So I'm gonna start taking my Grand Pulse Wakeup also supplements. So those I have watched my license before though, that I take a lot of supplements one, and then I take a Grand Pulse Wakeup also supplements. So there's two large amounts. There's two big doses of supplements I take per day. There's one Grand Pulse Wakeup dose of supplements. Grand, big, huge, substantial amount, significant, okay? So there's a Grand Pulse Wakeup dose of supplements after waking up, okay? Not surprisingly. And then there's a Grand Pulse meal dose of supplements that I take after finishing my OMAD meal. I do OMAD fast, eat once a day, fast after 3 hours. And typically I have my meal towards the end of the day. It's like towards the end of the day, not long before going to sleep. So there's two big doses I take a day, and then one or more smaller doses in between. It's not like rocket science, but it's like biohacking optimization. So it's like if you take supplements once a day, you're getting something out of it. But let's say somebody want to take magnesium 500 milligrams a day. A lot of them are like around 500 milligrams, I think. You buy them. And it's like I would rather find a supplement magnesium that has 250 milligrams. I take 250 milligrams morning and 250 milligrams at night before going to bed, than 500 milligrams in the morning. See, same milligram amount per day, but it's more effective. It's better for you if you cut up that daily milligram amount, whatever it is. So let's say you found a supplement that 500 milligrams of magnesium in it. Rather take one in the morning, I'd rather take half in the morning, half in the day. Magnesium is one of these things that can help with sleep too. Both sleep quality, both help you fall asleep, induce sleep, okay, fall asleep, because it relaxes you, can relax you, and it also helps with sleep quality. So taking magnesium before bedtime can make a difference, okay? So, and the Grand Pulse Wakeup dose of supplements, it's rarely like right after waking up. I talked about my morning routines yesterday, and it's like get coffee and wake up, get coffee, vitamin C water. And I have both of them pre-made from the day before, typically, in the fridge. So I have vitamin C water and coffee. Drink it cold, I don't care. And after a while, after some time, maybe an hour or 2, 3 hours, I like to take my Grand Pulse Wakeup, also supplements. And a lot of times we're like 4 hours waking up. So I'm not going to do the milligram amounts here. I'm just going to tell you what supplements I'm taking. This is niacin, ALA, alpha-lipoic acid. ALA can actually make you more alpha because it can protect your testosterone declining. So you've heard about alpha before. So I'm going to talk about that. So basically alpha is masculine, manly, okay? So there's a biological part of masculinity, your hormonal levels, okay? And things that are toxins, toxin exposures can lower your testosterone. So ALA is one of many supplements that take that are anti-toxic, like the antioxidant, okay? I'm not saying if you can be my rattlesnake, just take it, okay? But it's like they have an antioxidant effect, so it can help your body to be less damaged by certain toxins, like you're breathing polluted city air or something like this. If you don't have a deficiency of antioxidants in your body circulation, you won't be as hurt as somebody who is, okay? If you're vitamin C deficient and you break your leg, it takes longer to heal than if you break your leg and you're not vitamin C deficient. See? So ALA is one of many antioxidants that I take, and I'm majoring antioxidants. NAC, that's not an antioxidant. N-acetylcysteine, ALA, vitamin E, and vitamin C. And people can walk and scoff and walk. It's like they're hurting themselves. People that like see my videos 4 years ago, it's like they blunt my competence. See,
It's like, this guy's nuts. He doesn't know anything what he's talking about. He thinks a lot of vitamins are good for his things. Okay. And then maybe later get cognitive dissonance when they see some of Rogan's podcast. Be like, yeah, vitamin C mega dosing. Or something like that. It's like, oh, I heard Mike say that he was laughing at him mega dose vitamin C. Now I see somebody who's selling books and invited by Rogan, the biggest part of the universe. And they're like a vitamin C proponent, mega dose vitamin C. Susan Humphries. Okay. It's like, oh, I've been laughing about apparently Joe Rogan, other people not laughing at Susan Humphries about mega dose vitamin C. And you've been hurting all these years if you haven't been getting your vitamin C. Like you saw my video 4 years ago, like, oh, this guy's crazy with vitamins. Take too much vitamins. It takes a lot of vitamin C. Just have a glass of orange juice. Okay, you've been hurting every day and aging faster. You've been aging maybe 2 years per year because you've been vitamin deficient. That's my theory, okay? That's theoretical. I believe that this age is not at a given rate, okay? These things can make age faster and slower. And there's some people into biohack that are about that. Okay, I'm 35, I don't look like an old man, okay? Actually, I've been aging reverse. I have before and after pictures looking older around 2016 than I do now, okay? Fresher and younger, my skin looks, but just look younger, overall appearance, feel younger too. So I believe that people are vitamin deficient age faster. So it's like, you don't age at a given rate, a determined rate. It's like you can, some people might age 2 years per year. Let's say somebody's an alcoholic and a heavy smoker who doesn't take vitamins, eat a junk food diet, high sugar. I believe they're going to be aging more per year than someone's like exercising frequently, eats organic food, does fasting, intermittent fasting, take a lot of supplements, and reduce the toxic chemical exposure in a different ways. Like they really like focus on doing things that are good for your health. Here's my coffee. I like to put a pinch of Himalayan salt. I call it super coffee. So my coffee is super strength, okay, like extra caffeine. I take caffeine capsules and I open and empty a caffeine capsule in my coffee. So maybe there's as much caffeine in one of my cups of coffee as around 4 or 5 regular cups of coffee. So I kind of make like a concentrate. And I really like drinking in one go like this. Just kind of have drink a little bit, wait a little bit, drink more. So it's super strength. It's got a lot of caffeine in it, and I think it's around 250 milligrams of caffeine per cup, the way I make it. And then I like to throw it, at least in the first cup of coffee, I like to throw Himalayan pink salt in there, a pinch of Himalayan pink salt. Why? Because it aids hydration. It has salt and minerals in it, electrolytes, which means the liquids that I'm drinking later on in the day, it has some bar to absorb liquid better, to soak up liquid, because I have the salts rather than just kind of running through my system. So it's the vitamin C water. Gotta take some more supplements. And it's like people can laugh and scoff. It's like, are you ripped with a 6-pack and have superhuman athleticism and like a pro boxer with cardio? Okay, are you like excelling physically out there? Do you have pictures having age reverse, looking younger 5 years after than before? Do you have superhuman athleticism, stamina, energy, and mental performance? That's like above baseline. No. And the other person who's like, oh, Mike is crazy, thinks vitamin C is good for you. Like these trolls and haters on the internet. It's like, oh, Mike, you're crazy, you're taking too many supplements. I get commented sometimes. It's like, oh, the commenter is not ripped with a 6-pack and moving with superhuman speed at times, like strength, athleticism, with the energy. Like, you can look at how impressive it is. My training compared to the baseline, how intense I can train, how frequently, how fast I can move, things like this, and the energy levels and things like this. So it's definitely about baseline, okay? Most of these people are scoffing at me because they lack knowledge. They're fools. They lack knowledge. Fools despise wisdom, knowledge, and instruction. And that's what I've been sharing on my YouTube channel. But men of understanding attain unto wise counsels. So people that have had some amount of understanding, and I heard me, they'd be like, I'm going to try vitamin C. Every person that has done that has come back and told me, I feel better. Happens when I've been a guest on other people's streams on YouTube too. I'm known as the vitamin C guy who talked in the video. And somebody's like, you know what, Mike, I started taking vitamin C, Winkler or somebody. They're like different people throughout the years. You know what, I started taking vitamin C, they say, I feel better. Got more energy, it made a difference. It wasn't bullshit, see. And whereas other people that hit me, like, oh, this guy's crazy with all his vitamins. Takes too much vitamin C. Okay. So yeah. People that have mocked and scoffed, they could have learned all these years and they would have been better off mentally, physically, psychologically, even spiritually, Christians. Once I don't promote a fake Bible, like do the Bible Church and the good stuff. New King James. That's the way to poison Christians. Even Edward P.F. has a video on that. Even he gets that. Poison the Christian soul. So, this guy Edward, I make videos sometimes reproving his errors. And there's plenty. But I would say I agree with him on his doctrine to about 90% or so. Skin collagen. Now, vitamin C is involved in collagen synthesis, I mean the production of collagen. So just supplement vitamin C in itself can help you to raise your collagen levels. Okay, so I would say some people take collagen and it's like, oh, because it's good for your skin and stuff like this. Yeah, but don't just buy collagen and not vitamin C. You're better off buying vitamin C. And that's from taking it, you'll have the body supported to use collagen. Now, if you're on top of vitamin C, some people just want to take collagen, sure. But it's like it wouldn't be wise to I'm buying collagen supplements to have good skin, okay, for my skin health and quality. And then you're not buying vitamin C, okay. And the thing too is, I've been freely sharing. I'm being extremely valuable. Okay, I'm in the elite of competence when it comes to health, fitness, teaching others. Okay, and definitely, and I've been sharing this for free. Whereas other fitness influencers, if you look at the channel, they're not as valuable to you. Or at the time, they're not as knowledgeable. They don't have the same degree of competence when it comes to health, fitness, and they're charging money. They're making money from something. They monetize, you have to watch 3 ads when you click the videos, or they're like selling something. So they charge you money for a less quality product than I give for free all these years out here, teaching health, fitness, truth, and everything else. So, on the topic of spiritual health, salvation is by faith alone. Common misconception in mainstream church area now is that salvation is not by faith alone. Catholics teach faith works for salvation, which means they're teaching that salvation is not by faith alone. Another more subtle faith alone heresy, fake faith alone, in the free-based community is Satan has infiltrated the body of Christ with fake faith alone ministers like Matthew and Arnold and Andy Woods and others who upload videos with sinner's prayer for salvation. So anybody promoting sinner's prayer for salvation is not through faith alone. Salvation is by faith alone, which means what? Only faith in the gospel to be saved, not faith and or prayer, or faith with prayer, or faithful prayer. Prayer is prayer, faith is faith. You can pray without faith, but you can't have faith without faith. The one thing you can't do without getting saved is faith in the gospel, believe in the gospel. If you do that, believe in the gospel, you get saved. You can pray the gospel without getting saved. See? And people rest Romans chapter 2, which is dealing with the Jews, calling for physical salvation, to teach the Gentiles today. Jag call on the Lord should be saved. The Jews needed to call on the name of the Lord. Pray to God for physical salvation. Salvation has always been by faith alone. All dispensations, the Old Testament, New Testament. The content of salvific faith, the content, the subject of your faith was different in the Old Testament. Abraham believed on what was counted for righteousness. He was called a friend of God. So God told Abraham to believe something for salvation, only believe. What he was told to believe in is different than what you need to believe in today to get saved, but it's still faith alone. Hello. So I need you. Hello. Okay. I need to get going. I got stuff to do. That's the end of the Grand Post Wake Up also supplements today.
and talking around 30 minutes. Bye.